All right, everyone, pay attention because the day has finally come. Which day, do you ask? I mean the one where I tell you 20 random things about me that you may or may not care about, but I'm gonna share it with you anyway. So keep on watching. Stoned the other night and I was thinking to myself, what type of videos do I want to keep doing for my channel? Because I don't want to put myself in this box of like just makeup, because I feel like I can offer a lot more than just makeup. So I kind of wanted to do stuff that I feel would help you guys understand me a little bit better, even if it's random stuff. So I got this cute little notebook that my girl Chastity gave to me. So shout out to you, girl. Follow her on Instagram at CEO Chastity, that's the bae. And I wrote 20 random things about me that are completely irrelevant, but you know, it's just 20 random things about me. So why don't we just get started? All right, number one, I do not eat ketchup, pickles, olives, cucumbers, nothing in that disgusting realm will enter this mouth. Like if ketchup or pickles touch my food, I'm not eating it. Like not only do I not like the way it tastes, I don't like the way it smells, and I don't like the way that it makes other food taste when it touches it. Is that weird? I think it's disgusting. And if you like ketchup and pickles and cucumbers and olives, I don't know if I can trust you. That's not on me, that's on you. Random thing number two, I almost got expelled from college. I know, I thought you were gonna say high school, but no, I managed to almost get expelled from college. So I was at this program, it was like an accelerated program to become a therapist. It was a 2-year program, and we used to have to take these tests that weren't like written tests. They were like physical tests, like, you know, how to transfer people and stuff like that. And so the test was taken 1 student at a time or 2 students at a time. So everyone else was put in another room to wait. And those days were really long because we had nothing to do but wait in that room until we're called. And we made a very tasteless joke once, filmed it and put it on YouTube. The administrators ended up finding it and called us into the office, the principal's office. I felt like I was in fucking high school. Because they had found the video and they thought that it was like us, you know, just downplaying the school. And I guess I understand their point, but like in my point, like I was 19, I was just fucking having fun with my classmates. It was no big deal. It was a little tasteless, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna go into that. But yeah, they made us pull it down from YouTube, or if not, we were going to be expelled. So yeah, I don't know, I'm not a bad person, but for some reason I just didn't really like it, whatever. Number 3, I sued Eckerd when I was 8 years old. For those of you who don't remember what Eckerd was, or like a lot of you, because I'm pretty much a dinosaur now, CVS today used to be called Eckerd. They were rebranded and all of them became CVS's. Back in the day, they were Eckerds. This was my 8th birthday. I remember just walking down the aisle, and there used to be these nail polishes that would come in these little bear bottles. I don't know if you guys remember that, but if you do, comment down below, because you know we're from the same era. And I remember looking at one, it was like a shiny blue, and I was looking at it just there, my sister's next to me, and then out of nowhere, I was knocked unconscious, and when I woke up, I had a throbbing pain in my head, and when I put my hand on my head, there was literally just blood gushing down. My mom was in the aisle next to us. She heard like all the commotion. It was this giant box that fell from the top of the shelf onto me and my sister. So it broke my head, and my sister just got like the wind knocked out of her. She was fine. But that box must have weighed about 50 pounds, which is about what I weighed at the time. And yeah, I sued the shit out of Eckerd. It didn't really go anywhere, but I did get a lot of free therapy and a lot of time out of school. It's a very memorable 8th birthday. I will never forget that. Neither will my sister, neither will my mom. My mom was freaking the fuck out. But guys, we're alive. I'm still here to annoy your existence. Random thing number 4. I have only fought once in my entire life. I have never had to fight. Like, I feel like I'm really likable. Like I feel like people just get along with me because I'm just super chill and like I'm sarcastic as fuck. Like if you're mad at me, you're way too serious. So the only person that I've ever fought was actually my sister. And it was a sleepover that we were having at our cousin's house, our cousin Gabby. I bet you she remembers this day because it was intense. Like I'm talking like grabbing each other, like rolling on the floor, punching each other in the face. Like we each had busted lips, scratches all over. And to be honest, I don't even remember what we were fighting about. Like I don't remember why it started. I just feel like we were both really catty when we were young. Like me and my sister are super tight now. Like I love you, like, but I know you remember that day, you know? Yeah, but it's, you know, little kid shit. We must have been about 10 or 11 years old. It was nothing serious. But other than that, I've never fought. And like, I don't know what I'm capable of. Like I kind of want to know, but I also don't want to call that energy into my life because I'm not really a confrontational person. But I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like if I'm threatened, like I feel like I can throw down. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, I don't think I want to find out, but I can. Random thing number 5. I once stole and rehomed a dog. Now, before y'all go off, let me tell you the story. When I was a therapist, I used to drive around Miami going to my patients' houses and doing therapy at home for them because they weren't well enough to leave the house. There was this neighborhood that I used to go to, and one day I almost hit this little white dog. It just ran right in front of me. And it wouldn't get away from the car. So I had to get out of the car and like literally pick the dog up and put it back into its yard because I saw that there was another dog that was like looking at it. So I'm like, okay, I figured you guys are like friends, you know. But when I saw the dog's condition, I'm talking like emaciated. All the hair was matted up. It was like a little Maltese mix. All the hair was matted up. It had like shit stains all over its body, covered in fleas, covered in ticks, covered in mites. So I told my husband, back then he was just my fiance, but I told Matt, if I come and I see this patient again next week and this dog is still there in that same condition, we're coming back and we're gonna steal it. And so lo and behold, I came back the next week. The dog was still there, still in the same condition, and I picked it up and I put it in my car and I just drove home. So this is also another story about how I infested my whole house with fleas, ticks, and mites, and my animals too. So I took the dog back home. She was super sweet. I named her Scrappy because I just felt like, I don't know, like she was just scrappy, like just scrapping to get through life. And I got the earliest grooming appointment that I could, which was the following day. I paid $90 for them to just shave her down completely, like just be straight up just skin, because she just had to get rid of all those fleas, those ticks, those mites. They were literally covered head to toe. So I didn't have a bed for her, so I grabbed a bunch of my towels and I made a little bed in the bathroom for her and I closed her in there. She also wasn't potty trained, so she was pissing and shitting everywhere, but she was so cute and so sweet. Like I did not care. I just wanted her to like finally feel comfortable and be healthy. So I put her in there to sleep overnight, and when I wake up the next day, I'm not even lying, the walls of my bathroom were lined up with ticks, fleas, and mites. My whole bathroom was just covered in those disgusting animals. So I freaked out, moved the grooming appointment up, took her, made sure she was good, and I literally had to fumigate my house. I had to take my cats to get shaved down because they ended up getting infested, and I had to take my dog to get shaved down because she got infested too. So I couldn't keep her because I was working a lot, Matt was working, and no one was home, and she wasn't potty trained, and I already had 2 cats and a dog in a 1-bedroom apartment, and it wasn't going to be fair for her. You know, there wasn't going to be enough space, and I was just really busy at the time. So I just wanted her to be in the best position possible. So I found a friend who had connections in the Humane Society of Greater Miami, which is a no-kill shelter. Like I had to make sure it was a no-kill shelter because otherwise I wasn't going to leave her. And yeah, I dropped her off. She was adopted in 3 days, and you know, life went on. I cried when I dropped her off because I got really attached to her, like knowing where she came from and what she had to go through. And you know, the condition that she was in, and she was just such a sweet, loving dog. Like, she did not deserve that. So I'm just really grateful. Like, I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel guilty. I'm actually glad that I did it, and I've done it multiple times again, okay? Like, I'm constantly picking up animals off the street, getting them healthy and rehoming them, because they deserve better, and I don't like sending them to a shelter. I will shelter them at my house until they find a place to stay. I once kept a dog for 3 months until I found them some owners. So yeah, that's a random thing number 5. All right, random thing number 6. I broke my wrist, this one, on a hoverboard. Yes, I was one of those people who was in the hospital because she broke her wrist. I actually didn't go to the hospital. I'm a therapist, like I mentioned earlier. So I kind of knew what was going on, and I kind of knew what I needed to do. Like, I knew that it was more of a fracture than a break. So I splinted it up myself, iced it myself, gave myself some ibuprofen, and I let it heal. It's fine. It's been about 3 to 4 years. If I can find the picture on my phone of what it looked like, I'll insert it somewhere in this space. I don't know where. But yeah, it was literally the week right before I started my yoga teacher training. So I had to be completely immobile. I couldn't really even dress myself. It was really rough. I remember it was a good 3 to 4 months where it was just a really, really hard time for me, and it was very painful. But I'm just glad that's over with, and I'm glad that's all I've ever broken. Number 7, I love Jell-O snacks. Is that weird? Like, I love Jell-O. Like, if I'm gonna reach for something, or if I need something sweet, I have to always have Jell-O in my fridge, just because I love it. And it has to be sugar-free. Like, if it's the sugar kind, I don't like it. I don't know why. It has to be the sugar-free ones, like strawberry kiwi, or like the raspberry or the cherry ones. Oh, so good. Number 8, Matt was my first boyfriend ever. He wasn't my only boyfriend ever. He was my first boyfriend ever. We got together in 7th grade. So we were together for like 7th and 8th grade, and then we broke up, and we kind of like lived our lives, but always remained friends. And then I ended up marrying him, but he was my first boyfriend ever. It's so crazy how like our story just comes full circle. It's crazy. Random thing number 9. I once had 15 cats. Hold on, don't judge me. I'm not the crazy cat lady. I'm gonna tell you what happened. So, I had a cat named Jenny, and when we moved to a new home, Jenny was making friends with all the other neighborhood cats, if you know what I'm saying. So Jenny came home one day pregnant, and you know, we were really excited because I love kittens. And so we made her a little home in the backyard. She had like a little igloo with a little bed, and we helped her give birth. She had like 8 kittens this time, and so we ended up keeping one of the kittens. His name was Xoxo, and he was a boy. I did not know that cats partook in incest. So she got pregnant by her son, okay? It gets crazier. Then she had the litter, and then we kept one cat from that litter, and it was a female. And literally before we knew it, you know, by the time that she was done breastfeeding, she was pregnant again. Okay, she had gotten pregnant again. This time we took her, she got abortions. And then Xoxo comes and impregnates both his mom and his sister. And it must have been around the same time, because they literally gave birth on the same day. So Jenny had 6 cats, and Chachi had 6 cats. I know they had really babies. So they each had 6 cats, and then I had the 3 big cats. So I had 15 cats. At this point, we had decided that it was time to spay them. So we decided that once they were done breastfeeding, we would take them in. But within that time, we had gotten a dog. I know, crazy, I'm sorry. And we always rehomed the kittens. We would always find homes for them and make sure that they went to loving families. But in this time, we had gotten a dog. So once we had gotten rid of the kittens, I guess the cats were just not fond of having a dog around, and they ran away. And like, we literally never saw them again. And it broke my heart, because we had Jenny for many years. Like, that was our baby. But yeah, I once had 15 cats by mistake. Spay your cats. Random thing number 10, we're halfway there. My dog Crypto has a giant dick on his back. I shit you not. I'm gonna put pictures in here so that you guys can see. He was born this way. When we went to go purchase him, I saw the penis on his back and I said, we have to have him because no one else is going to love a dog with a dick butt the way we will. And so now, lo and behold, a year and a half later, I have the most annoying dog that I've ever had, but I love him. Random thing number 11, I have a sugar addiction. I'm trying to get a handle on it because I know that it's not the healthiest for me, but I can literally go to a restaurant and just skip the entree and go straight to dessert. Like they have a Flanagan's, I don't know if you guys have that all over the world or if that's just Florida, but we have this restaurant called Flanagan's and they have a dessert called the Flanagan Shenanigan. Oh, it's like an apple pie with Heath bar and vanilla ice cream and caramel on top. I can eat that whole thing by myself and it's meant for like 2 to 3 people. But mama doesn't like to share. Random thing number 12. I only eat meat well done. I know you guys are like screaming right now. Screaming. I barely eat meat to begin with, but if I am going to eat meat, it has to be well done. I don't like seeing anything pink. I don't like blood coming out. I want it to be like almost burnt to a crisp. And I know that people judge me so hard when I go to restaurants and I ask for a well done steak, especially if it's like a filet mignon or something, but I won't eat it otherwise. So you either give it to me the way that I want it or I'm just not gonna eat it. Random thing number 13, guys, we're getting to the end of the line, finally. I've had braces twice in my life. So the first time I was in about, I would say 5th grade. My mom had taken us to go to the dentist with me, my brother, my sister. We all went at the same time, so she only had to make one trip at a time. And so the dentist, we didn't know, but he was retiring soon. So he tried to get as much work done on our mouths so that he can charge as fast as possible, even though I didn't need it. I mean, I did need it, but I was still too young to be having those type of treatments. I'm talking like braces. I've had 4 molars removed in total. My wisdom teeth came out when I was 12 and I had so much space in my jaw that I never even had to remove them. They're there and they're just chilling. I had braces. I had the headgear, the one that comes out and wraps around your head. Like I had intense dental work done. But I'm grateful that now I have a smile and my mom was able to do it while I was young so that I don't have to do it now, because honestly it was traumatizing when I was young, but I think I was able to block it out from how scary it all was. Grateful. Still mad, but grateful. Random thing number 14, I have never used a dating app. Never. Like Tinder, Bumble, all those things, I've never used one. I've been in a relationship since I was 19. So I never really needed it, and I don't think that they existed when I was single. So yeah, I've never used one. So when people when my friends are like Tindering and stuff like that, I'll just like be over their shoulder, like living vicariously through them. Because I do think that it is interesting and you do find some funny fucking people on there. Like some of you men are ridiculous. But yeah, I've never used a dating app and I don't think I ever will. Random thing number 15. I am 5 feet tall. I know, I'm short. I've always been short. My nickname has literally been Shorty since I was in 6th grade because I've always been small. 5 feet tall, I don't grow no matter how much I stretch, no matter what. I am in this little petite package. Random thing number 16, I am an incredibly fast reader. I have literally read 5 books in a week before. But I only read fast when it's something that I'm reading for entertainment. It's very specific. Like it has to be like a romance novel or like something that I want to read just for fun. Nothing that I have to like retain or take notes on. So if it's like studying, I mean, I still read fast, but I always go back and write notes, so it takes me a little bit longer. But books, oh my God, I could totally speed read. Like I'm a really, really fast reader. Most people don't catch up with me. And I think that's a really cool skill to have. Like I can literally skim a page in 3 seconds and I've read the whole thing. It's insane. But yeah, I've read up to 5-6 books in a week, and Matt used to think it was crazy because it takes him, 9 months to read 1 book. But yeah, I think I was very gifted with that skill. I think that I found these superpowers when I was like in 1st grade, They started testing me because they thought I was developmentally delayed, and it turns out that I was just extremely smart. So I was put in all advanced classes. Ever since first grade, I've been in gifted honors classes, and I think that I have always excelled scholarly because of that. But yeah, I mean, y'all want to have like a reading challenge? Y'all want to go one-to-one? Like, y'all guys want to have like a battle with me? I'm probably gonna win. Random thing number 17, you guys. Oh my god, we're almost there. I am a lefty. I am left-handed. I have always been left-handed ever since I was a little girl. My grandma had like an issue with it for some reason. She was a school teacher back in Cuba, and like things were like really strict back in the day, and being a left-handed in Spanish is called zurda. It's wrong. So she tried to force me into becoming right-handed. So like tying my left hand back and like forcing me to do exercises with my right hand. It never worked, and once my mom caught wind that my grandma was doing that, she got really pissed off and like basically told her to fuck off. But yeah, I'm left-handed, and that's not gonna change. And it doesn't mean that I can't do anything with my right. I guess I'm like semi-ambidextrous because I do a lot of things with my right hand. But like when it's anything that requires like real skill, like my eyeliner or like painting my nails or something that is just really, really, how do you say this word? You know, gross motor, no. Anything that has to be like really delicate or like done straight or anything that is really detailed, I have to do it with my left hand. Random thing number 18, you guys. I do not like coffee or the taste of liquor. I do not like coffee or the taste of liquor. I repeat. Coffee just tastes like shit to me. No matter what, no matter like, I don't even like milk either, so it's not like I can put creamer in my coffee and feel better about it. I don't like it, so I just ignore it completely. I don't really have any addictions like caffeine or nicotine or anything like that. Just sugar. And liquor, it's not that I won't drink, because I 100% will. And I have very, very embarrassing videos which prove that I do. But we're not gonna talk about that. I don't like the taste of liquor. So if I'm drinking an alcoholic beverage, I don't want it to taste like liquor. I want it to taste like the mixer. So right now I'm into vodka. So I've been drinking vodka and ginger ale. That's been my shit, and with like a splash of cranberry. Back then, whiskey used to be my thing until I got way too fucked up on it and threw it up. Wine used to be my thing until I got way too fucked up and threw it up. Tequila, I once chugged a bottle of Patron for my 19th birthday and woke up the next day with bruises all over my body. Apparently I fell off of a boat and my mom was making me vomit because she was afraid for my life. So tequila and I have never ever been friends ever again. Like literally never. I don't drink tequila. I refuse. So yeah, vodka, I also woke up in a parking lot vomiting, but that was years ago and I feel like I forgave it, especially because I was drinking the wrong kinds of vodka. I was drinking like the lemon, Bacardi Limon. I'm more of like a Grey Goose or Tito's kind of girl now. So yeah, I've definitely gotten better, and that's my drink of choice at the moment. No wine, no whiskey, no nothing else, just vodka. Random thing number 19. I absolutely hate doing my hair. I feel like this is why most of the time you guys see me in like a bun or like with something wrapped around my head. I don't like doing my hair. Like I don't feel like it lasts long enough. I don't like ironing it or curling it or anything like that because I feel like it won't last, so why am I doing that heat damage? And then I can't just let my hair dry naturally because it doesn't look good. So I really, really dislike doing my hair because it's time consuming, and even when I do take the time to do my hair, it doesn't look good. So I really, really despise it. Like if I could pay someone to just do my hair every day, I totally would. Like I considered getting extensions, which I've had them before, like sew-ins, but it was so much work and so much upkeep. Like, I don't know, like I would have to go and get extensions somewhere where the extensions like match my curl perfectly. I have really curly hair and I just can't. I really, 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 really hate doing my hair. I'd rather look like this. And like, it's concerning because I feel like my hair is falling out because I always have my hair pulled back. I don't know what to do. Can you guys comment down below? Like, curly girls, what do you do to make yourself feel better? It's rough out here. Number 20. I refuse to watch scary movies. I won't do it. Like Halloween movies? Nope. Mike Myers? Nope. Anything about like the devil or exorcisms or creepy killers, anything, if it's scary, I'm simply not watching it because I won't sleep at night. It'll freak me out. I'll be scared by my own shadow. And And I just refuse to live my life with that fear. I don't want to. So I just avoid them completely. I'd rather watch funny things, rom-coms, anything like history related, war movies. I love war movies. It's really weird, but I really do. Yeah, just funny things that are gonna make me feel better than like feel anxious. That anxiety and that suspense, honey, I got enough of that all by myself without watching movies. So I don't need any more added onto my plate. And there you have it, you guys. 20 random things that you probably don't want to know about me, but I'm going to force it upon you. I hope you guys enjoyed all my stories and all these random facts about me. I want you guys to just know me a little bit better, so I hope that this was helpful. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Please don't forget to comment, share, like, hit the notification bell, tell your abuelita, tell your mom, tell your sister, tell your neighbors, tell everyone. And until next time, you guys, peace out.